Yes, guys, I know. I'm late this morning. But I'm coming and I'm here and it'll be extra good, I promise. Hey, Stripe. Stripey. I got everybody meowing at me this morning. Outside meowing, inside meowing. Hi. Gray's like got her face in the front door. Mart. Hi, Marty. Hi. Windy and 37 out here, but the high's only going to be 42 today, which feels quite shocking after a high of 70. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Yeah, you eat up all that good chicken. You eat up all that good chicken. I've petted on these guys, but I still got to change out the water. Hi, Morris. Good morning. Hi. No, I have not tried to catch him. We're working on reestablishing security. But he's been under my legs some the past few days where I probably could catch him. Oh, and that's sitting there so we can get smoky, so it seems like it's a normal thing in the environment. Yeah, this is what I do with the extra water, is I usually water some plant out here. It's a pretty view from the treehouse this morning. Hopefully I'm not so late. It's a little after 9. That I missed Gypsy trying to come up first thing this morning for food. But after these guys eat, I always look out here and make sure there's plenty left for him. And put stuff out early if there's not. And, you know, if he's hungry enough, he'll make the trek back across the yard a second time, right? So Don's Fossil 5E watch is messed up. It's in a boot loop. Yeah. Reloading, restarting over and over and over again. And we've looked at all of the online info and tried all of the various suggestions, and guess we're going to be calling Fossil or messaging. If I hear they're really good though, everybody says I send you a new watch or help you get going, or don't stress about it because they're really good. They must make a good enough profit on those watches, kind of like Fitbit, that if it messes up they just chunk you a new one and you go with it. But we really like the watch, so it messing up, and Don wanted to wear it today for his run, so
so I didn't have to carry my phone.
Right.
Wow, look at this. Must be my birthday.
It must be your birthday.
Look at the Legos. How cool are those birthday things?
I came out into the kitchen last night and told him to put his ears on, his headphones, and to listen to the TV. And then I had all the Legos on
This is like a robot guy.
It's a clown.
Oh, a clown guy.
Birthday clown.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And they both sets are available right now, and both come with stickers so you can customize them.
Oh my God, it says 65.
It does. It says 65.
Who's 65?
That would be you.
Oh, I'm a grandpa age guy now. Woo. Don't worry about another birthday. Yeah, that's right. I'm not worried. And you're not over the hill yet.
Car going over the hill. A red car.
Yeah, Donnie. But from where you are, you should have an excellent view.
I thought it was appropriate. You know, they have cards for 40, 50, 60, and 70. I was really surprised they don't have any 65 cards.
Yeah.
No jokes about Medicare or any of that other stuff. You know, I at least not at our local Walmart. Right. I admit I didn't run around to a bunch of other places, but...
Yeah, well, the next milestone is Social Security. It's 66 and a half.
Okay.
So I have a year and a half to go. Thank you, sweetheart. Very cute card.
Yeah, you know Don needed Legos. I had thought about telling him we were going to sit down and put them together, build it together. And then I decided, nah, I'll just build it.
Well, this definitely feels laptop-like. Maybe a new Chromebook?
I don't know. I gave you your last Chromebook. What year was that?
Christmas 2015.
A Google Pixel, the best one.
Yeah.
The most expensive, which translates to the most expensive one. He wouldn't buy it for himself. Yeah, and I still had my own money, and I went and I bought it for him because I thought he needed it. And it served him well for 6 years, 6 years, 6 Christmases. Yeah, really this last fall he was ready for a new one. Right. But he couldn't decide, or they didn't have what Don likes. non-YouTube aspect ratio because he doesn't watch videos. So he doesn't want a 16:9 screen.
Right. I like the 4:3 or 5:4. I like the more rectangle. I mean more square, closer to square.
And that has to do with reading stuff on it, manuals, newspapers,
typing,
computer stuff.
Yeah, I like more height on my screen. Actually, if I could get it taller, it'd be even better.
Yeah.
Wow, it's packed pretty nice.
So it is a new Chromebook.
Oh, it's an Acer. You got questions about your Acer device? Ask us. Wasn't that nice?
So we watch the Chrome Unbox guy all the time. Yeah. We, seriously, because Don has it on and like, how could I ignore it? I like those guys. I was confused about the two guys being brothers, but they're not, as best we can tell. They do look sort of similar. But anyway, for all your Chromebook queries, those guys, they review pretty much every single one. And
yeah, they're definitely all into Chromebooks.
Right.
Ooh. Ooh.
And it just so happens that the one Don's been looking at, Best Buy has on sale right now.
Oh, well, that's always good.
That'll make Don happy.
Yes, always makes me happy. On sale.
Yeah, so this is a Spin 713.
Oh, is that? Okay, way cool.
And this should take Don less than 5 minutes to set up.
Yeah.
It does flip.
Oh, at the screen?
It does flip, yep, around so that you could use it to watch stuff or...
Yeah.
Yep.
And fold it all the way over for tablet.
If you wanted to, yeah, for tablet mode, yep.
Okay.
Not that Don will ever do that because he's had devices before with good hinges. Like we had these Lenovo Flex computers. The kid's very first real Windows laptop was a Lenovo Flex 14.
Yeah.
God, those were some lucky... they don't know how lucky they were back in the day that they had that computer.
Yeah, really.
It was big, almost bigger than they were. It was a great... It lasted... They still boot. Johnny's now put a new SSD in one of them, yeah. Reloaded Windows, and he's taking it back and forth to school. So
cool.
Anyway, we'll be back to report on how Don likes it, but I suspect we had been
all fired up here in a minute.
We've been looking at them for 6 months, waiting on the right one at the right price. Don's screen on the old one, over here it's dark and liquidy and it's not good, and you can't read good on the old one. So, yeah. Well, and it's out of support officially too.
Yeah, the details. This has got an i5. It's 11th generation i5. It's a 3:2 aspect ratio. That was what like I said, I don't like the wide screen so much. I like the taller screen. And I told Marianne, she had all my details. Got to have a lighted keyboard.
Right, Don can't type without a lighted keyboard.
And
he's not me when it comes to typing. Fast for a guy that doesn't know the real keys, but...
And I told her I wanted to, at least 128 gig of storage, but 256 was better, and at least 8 gig of
But
memory.
16 would have been better. We would have paid extra money if we could have gotten 16, but it was like $500 price premium to go up to 16 gigabyte memory.
Yeah, that was too...
Don has visions of possibly doing some programming on his Chromebook, but...
Right, you can run Linux in a box. They have they've added Linux. Well, it has Android support too. It runs... So a Chromebook can run Linux and Android and Chrome. So it's pretty flexible. I like it from that standpoint. Now, the truth told, they actually can, if you were an enterprise, Google Enterprise customer, you can actually run Windows on your Chromebook in that virtual box. They have a window, I forget what they call it, but they don't make that available to consumers. It's sort of a competitor to Citrix.
Well, they do have an Enterprise Edition out on the Acer website, and there are 1 or 2 people now that have the 16 gigabyte in, but like I said, it's about a $500 price premium.
Sure.
This one is a real deal at Best Buy right now, the Spin 713.
Way cool. Yeah, well, this is because this is last year's model and it's 2022 now. But honest, I think I saw into support on this one until 2029, so 7 years.
That'll work.
That'll work.
We were really running late, but I got Johnny dropped off for his Taekwondo testing before they started testing. They were still practicing, so that's good. I did ask Johnny if he'd like me to stay, but mostly I think he's pretty content to not have the additional stress of parents watching except for the big tests, so I'm just gonna head back to the house. It's a 90-minute test window today, although I half suspect they'll be a little early. Traffic around town is quite congested. Saturdays and Friday afternoons, that's just how it is. And I don't really want to be out driving around anymore right now than I have to in the heart of the business district. Ruby says it's 42 and that was the predicted high. I suspect we're going to be a couple degrees warmer than the predicted high today, but only a couple. So Dawn did call Fossil Support about the watch, and as I had read, picked up right away, no wait time, knowledgeable person, even on a Saturday, that knew what they were talking about, very polite, asked reasonable questions, didn't treat Dawn like he'd never touched a piece of technology in his life, which is the thing that usually sets me off when they assume that I, you know, basically had the technology experience of a third grader. I get a little upset. My feathers get ruffled. She basically told him to do what we've been doing, what we had read online, but it may have been just enough of a smidge of a difference in procedure that it will make a difference, and she sent him the instructions to follow. The 5E that he has apparently is a little unique in that it has one push button instead of 3. A little more refined looking maybe. But at any point, she said if that did not work, to please contact Amazon and ask for a replacement. And, you know, obviously if we have any problem going that route, to contact them back. And we thought that was fair. The watch was purchased on December the 30th and delivered on January the 3rd. And obviously, you know, with it being an Amazon thing, I don't expect us to have any problems. About once a year, we have to return something that doesn't work to Amazon, and we've never had a problem doing that. So Don will lose a few days of his watch, of his tracking, but he still has his Fitbit, his Halo, and his phone, so not too much. But anyway, Fossil Support, our experience was good today, especially when you compare it to some other recent support experiences. Yeah, I don't mind the congestion around town. What I mind is the impatient, aggressive driving around town. I see Marty's over there in the hutch. I don't see anybody else right now, though. Oh, Stripe is up in the chair up the hill. Oh, so is Morris. It's nice and sunny up there. It's not your birthday. I was going to say, in a house with cats, if you leave a box sitting around, especially one that's the right size as a bed, it's going to get laid in every single time. And we're using those boxes right now to bring stuff in and out of the house from the garage refrigerator. I made deviled eggs. It's almost time to go pick up Johnny. These will be ready nice and chilled when Don and I come back from our walk. But I'm going to grab Johnny, come back home, swap cars to Jules, and then we'll head out to the track. The big FedEx truck is up there, and he pulled up beside me so that he could back around. He doesn't have that rule like UPS where he has to be facing forward before he gets out. Anyway, I got the heck out of Dodge so he can turn around without worrying about Ruby. He just caught me as I was pulling out, getting ready to go out the driveway. So that's good. We didn't meet on the driveway. FedEx truck driver one day this week, he backed down our hill. He's like, yeah, I don't want to turn around. I'm just better at backing. I'm like, really? Okay. Have a great day. I didn't tell him that back in the day, a UPS truck got stuck down there before the driveway was paved on, you know, coming to work one day with this big story to tell. He had to have a tow truck come and get him. I think that's Johnny messaging me from another mom's phone that he's done. Well, I'll be there. I'm leaving, buddy. I'll be there at 1:30 like we said. Police and fire and everything over here by the railroad tracks. Huh. I'm guessing some sort of an accident. Well, this is quite the unusual little intersection here due to the railroad tracks.
It's from...
Did you look at who that box is from?
Desktop supercharger.
No, the return address, sweetheart.
From Tesla Service Parts Distribution. 17,100 Murphy Parkway. Someplace Lothrop, California. Is that?
Tesla. You just could have said Tesla and spared us the rest of the details.
Right.
I got a back in stock notification, and
look at desktop supercharger. I got me a supercharger.
I've been wanting one for a while, so you get it for your birthday.
Yeah, my girl, she gets me lots of her birthday. Presents for her.
Oh, you're gonna like it too.
Oh, I love it. Well, I don't want to just. Oh, it slides out. Ooh!
Hold it up.
My very own
supercharger. No, I didn't want a fake copy.
Right.
So this is a real McCoy, because definitely people have been.
And you can. It's got sticky tape that you can stick it to something
so that it really won't fall over.
So it won't fall over. Like you stick it to your desk.
Well, it's pretty authentic looking, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's very much so.
Huh.
Way cool. Oh, and you can do your charger cable. You snake your charger
up through the
for
inside,
your phone.
so it looks like it's. So does it have any sort of cable in the box?
I don't think so. No, the box is empty.
Okay, but you can snake your cable, whatever that right cable would be.
Right.
Well, I want a little 6-inch, perfectly looking black cable where the end mimics a wand. I mean, come on now. Who designed this thing?
My girl, she don't want much.
Well, I want it done right. If you're gonna do it right.
Well, I think it's very much. It looks cool to me.
Yeah, you needed that on your desk.
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right. Remind me of I'm working.
Now it's very convenient that they that it showed up today.
Yes,
I saw it shipped like Monday or something. I'm like, there's a chance. Even Saturday during the day, there's a chance.
Yeah, the FedEx guy bought a great big box of cat food
and this
little teeny little box.
I'm sure you both preferred the teeny box.
Yeah, the teeny box was easy.
Yeah, there are four 24 packs of Friskies in that box. So four cases, basically.
We
pallets
both grunted to picking it up.
Yeah, one of them is heavy, 2 is the getting there, 3 is like dang, and 4 is like holy crap.
No, I would say it's at least 50 pounds.
Yeah. Thanks for grabbing the Chewy. The Chewy boxes you need to always grab. I can't get cat food at Walmart.
That's right.
There isn't any, and I'm not risking running out with as many mouths to feed as I have. So they deliver 4 boxes a month, and then if I have a few extra in the attic stairwell, I'd like to have a hurricane supply. 2 weeks spare is good. So, yes. You don't want me in tears over not being able to, well, you're blurry now, but you don't want me in tears over not being able to feed kitties.
That's right. Thank you, sweetheart, for my present.
You're welcome. So we're headed to Buffalo Road Athletic Park, where they have a track that you can go on anytime. And it's really not that far. It's 30 miles, but it's going to take us apparently 47 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
Instead of add 2 or 3 minutes for me, you can subtract 2 or 3 minutes for Dawn.
Maybe.
Well, I'm not going to record every last minute of full self-driving today because... it's
a long trip.
Well, yeah, it's going to be over an hour worth of video and in 4K, and I just going to enjoy Dawn's birthday tonight and not be in edit. But I will record a little bit here as we come through down a few select clips.
Yeah, so far she's done well. She didn't want to seem to get over to make that right turn back there, so I turned on my blinker and she got over, and I guess she turned out to be right, because the car in front of me made a right turn into the parking lot, and if I would have let her drive, she probably would have went around that car and not had to slow down for the guy turning into the parking lot. So you got to let these AIs, they're smarter than we are, so works for me.
Dawn remembered we didn't have the whole screen up and fixed it. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 40.
Right, I think that's where she's wanting you to go. Yeah, 13 miles to I-40 East, and you're gonna go under the south side of town and go stay on the belt line and go north around to hit Buffalo Road.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna take us off Capitol Boulevard. That's where that Buffalo Road Aquatic Center is that Johnny went swimming at one time.
That's right. It's up that way, I think.
Yep.
I need the Fit app to actually have a 12-minute timer. and it doesn't.
So what is this today? You're doing the Cooper?
Yeah, Kenneth Cooper. He's a MD. He worked with the U.S. Navy back in the 60s and 70s, and he developed a methodology to evaluate fitness using servicemen. And over the years, he's continued, and it's been continued to be used. So there's quite a large database of numbers. So he can give you a good feeling on exactly what your fitness is based on the fact that he's got all this data for all these years. So you go for 12 minutes as fast, preferably on a track, because you gotta measure it. You know, he wants it down to the meter, and run as fast as you can, or walk as fast as you can. Do whatever it is, move your body as far as you can in exactly 12 minutes. You measure the distance, and then based on your age and how far you went, he'll give you a number.
Right, well, that's great. I think obviously at 65, Don's fitness is better than average.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I'm confident it's better than average.
Yeah, well, the thing is, here's the kicker with this test. The problem is, it isn't that they take every person is 65 years old, no matter their physical fitness
level.
Right.
It's all the healthy people to begin with.
That's
yeah,
right.
It's probably slanted towards people that
right.
run or are healthy-ish.
Yeah, well, remember, it started with servicemen, little 18-year-old guys who, have an ounce of fat on them. So, this is the issue. And over the years, Cooper, he's a big runner. So it's mostly runner guys who know about this if they've read his book. And so that's what I'm saying is, I think it's skewed myself.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll find out. Don's willing to share.
Yeah, embarrass myself.
If my foot was feeling better, I might be willing to take a test myself. Maybe in May when it's my birthday.
And
if
they do
it's not
have breakdown
by women or
sex is the
age,
other. Yeah, all that. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. This hill, this crest right here is where Ruby's been giving me that Ford collision detection alert. All right, Jules, it's a red light, sweetheart. I'd be happier if you broke sooner than later. Not from the perspective of worrying you were going to go through it, but from a save the brakes.
Right, I would definitely say that I'm still under the opinion, at least on the Model X, that auto traffic aware cruise control does not use regen.
Well, it's funny you say that, but in the last year, this school year, I hardly use traffic aware cruise control ever. I'm always just doing autopilot. Oh, it's a cute doggy. Hi, bud. If you got to drive around all day in your tow truck, having your buddy in the truck with you, it's probably a good idea. Although I wonder if the dog likes the loud music. Come on, Jules, beat the tow truck off the line. It's always embarrassing when the cars take off really slow and people are like, thought that was supposed to be a Tesla.
Yeah, well, I have to say, that was an excellent, that was probably accelerated a little faster than I would. Not a lot faster, but a little bit faster than I would. It was not hokey, which is what it usually does. So I'm quite happy with that rate of acceleration.
Right, and I'm guessing y'all realize we're on U.S. Highway 401 headed toward Raleigh, just like every other day of my life.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. Can we not have taken a more scenic view?
Well, we could do that on the way home.
It's
maybe,
okay.
But,
We could have. It would have been longer by 5 or 10 miles if we'd have gone out to 42 to 40, and then come up that way. Plus, that's a construction zone. 2 more years to finish that loop. By the way, 312 to 300 on I-40 East. The beach route. 2 more years, they say.
Yeah, but it's also possible we would have taken the new turnpike. In other words, we're fixing it coming up on here at Wake Tech, the new outer, what do they call 540 Southern thing?
I don't know what this one's called.
Yeah, Southern expansion.
We have the inner and outer beltline terminology around Raleigh, and sometimes it says it's east and you're really going south. I mean, it's just funky. Yeah.
Right. Well, anyway, it could be jump on it and zip over to Capitol Boulevard. I don't know exactly where Buffalo is relative to where 540 hits Capitol, because right now
much further south, I believe.
Much further. Okay.
Yes. No, we're not going as far as Dr. Barnes, and Dr. Barnes is up there at the turnpike.
Okay.
Jules hesitated there, and it's because she still doesn't know the stoplight is gone.
Right.
And now she thinks you're on some sort of a wacky,
yeah,
Lord only knows where you've gone. Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's wanting to go 40. Oh, 45 is the speed limit.
I know it's because they removed one of the speed limit signs. Although it is like coming up here, but no, it's really 55 through there.
Right. Okay.
The other side of the road is clearly marked, and this side is not. Yeah, just send a Tesla through the area, and you'll know good enough if your signs are where they're supposed to be. Yeah, well, with you driving today, I'll be able to, you know, I guess I should have. That's just great. Just great. Yeah, you just pull right on out there.
Well, yeah, he pulled out.
Jules might was going to handle that, but Dawn hit the brake because I just can't take it anymore. I can't. I guess for some reason. Oh, that's awfully close, Jules.
Jules she this my girl. This is what she experiences every day.
Yeah, I could have done without this on a Saturday. It's like this. I mean, if I didn't defensively drive, and even then, and people wonder why I have some issues going up and down the road. Well, if you'd have been nearly hit and stuff as many times as I had in the last 3 or 4 years, you might be developing a thing too. But I was just trying to show you the little bit of construction there with all of that sudden stoppage, guy coming over the line, and all these other issues happened. Oh God.
Right.
Yeah, Don and I were talking about missing the radar on the front of the car. Both our perceptions is that she was able to pick up stoppages in front faster when she was using the radar. Now, we can't say all these other things that are better because the car's not using the radar anymore. I'm sure there are quite a few of those, but those might not be so obvious. But yeah, I mean, I was impressed multiple times with Ruby in the morning, her stopping because cars 2 or 3 cars ahead were stopping and keeping me from not hitting the person in front of me, and giving them, you know, not causing the person behind me to stop so quickly and maybe hit me. So it seemed like a win-win in that particular scenario.
All right, so I knew that this light was red because the signal says, what's the signal saying?
Well, if it's flashing back there, you know you're going to have to stop, is what it says.
Yeah, well,
it says if I'm flashing, you need to stop.
Right. So I knew that was coming up before she did. And anyway, she did good. It wasn't a fast stop or anything, but, you know, again, that's, as a human being, I can absorb all these different things.
Yeah.
You know.
So last night on Facebook, one of the Fuquay groups, because there's several that I'm in, a local woman, she put out a post about how much trouble she was having driving through town. That, you know, people weren't happy even if she was willing to do 5 over, that people were tailgating her, that, you know, cutting her off, and she just has gotten to the point where she could hardly tolerate going through town. Yeah, this car totally pulled out in front of up there. I mean, it was just, I never would have done that in front of us just now. You probably couldn't see it. But at any point, and the response by half the people in the thing was that, you know, get a life, lady. What do you expect? Move over. Don't drive faster. Quit getting, you know, upset about stuff. And then the other half was like, I know I'm having the same trouble too. It's really hard to drive through town. People, even in, you know, it's not even just in the highway, but inside like the city limits, they drive like they don't care about their life or yours. It was kind of disturbing to see it was just a little disturbing. It's like there's half of us are on one side and half are on the other, and it's just like everything else in this country seems to be so split down the middle with people upset at each other. It was hard to deal with for me.
It's probably good that autonomous driving and cars are coming, because you're saying it's split down the middle. Well, next year it'll be 55%, but people will be aggressive in 45, and it'll be 60% aggressive 40. It's going to go downhill to the point where 90% of the people are very aggressive drivers, and there's just 10% of the old grandpas and grandmas out there, and that's the way it's going to go. So it's good that we're getting autonomous driving, so that will stop that, because the regulators are going to say, no, there's none of this 5 over stuff. Nuh-uh. The speed limit's 35. The autonomous car must drive 35. You know, it's going to do that type of stuff.
Right. Well, yeah, I think some of the people that appended to the post basically were saying, well, you know, a lot of these, the reason why we have all these accidents and stoppages and slowdowns and things is these people doing these crazy maneuvers, and not all of them are getting caught with a ticket or an accident or something, but some subset are, and that makes it worse for the rest of us. But everybody's I guess I would tend to agree with that assessment, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, obviously the lady that appended, and I would not have done this in the first place, because you're not going to get any sympathy out there. But, you know, she was honestly distressed, and people making fun of her wasn't nice. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it.
Yeah, you don't have to criticize.
You don't have to. Yeah, she was obviously distressed and just wanted to take her, you know, do what she needed to do to shop and get to and from her job, and not feeling safe out there. And I can certainly relate.
Well, the other thing that those people that are missing is that the cities, all the transportation people, if you listen to them, they want more you to walk, ride, bicycle, and stuff. And so the non-car based segment they want it to increase, and therefore that means you're going to be driving amongst many more things that you don't want to be on the road with. You would prefer they get them things off the road, because it's like when we take that road to Sanford over there, that nice 42 twisty curvy road. One of the reasons you have to be careful on that road is that all the bicyclers, all the road, you know, they're all out there, you know, road biking together. You know, there'll be packs, and people have been killed. Bicyclists have been killed by people driving and not seeing them, or not getting over quick enough, running them off the road. You just name it. It's just terrible. So again, all the policymakers are trying to implement things to get people out of their cars, and then of course, you know, basically there's a segment that says you'll pry my cold dead body out of my car when you bury me or something, you know. They're never going to get out of their cars.
I believe one of our viewers left us a comment to that sentiment, and I said that I wouldn't be too happy about giving up my keys either.
Now, so here we go. We need to get over.
This is, oh wow.
Well, she did that perfect. I mean,
yeah, there was a car back there, but it wasn't an unsafe maneuver. But the fact that she felt like she matched the speed and could do that without hesitating and causing Dawn to take over, that was the miracle part.
That was like that. She did basically exactly what I was gonna say. It's time to get over if you're gonna, and she just woof, she did it.
We're there.
The only thing, there's Model 3 over there. The only thing I don't appreciate is she probably turned on the blinker and it might have blinked once before she got over.
Right. Yeah, though that we already established with this rolling stop in California that the people in California, they use the blinker a little different. So here in North Carolina, half the people never use a blinker.
Right.
And the other half, they put it on like they mean it. There's none of this one flash crap in North Carolina.
Yeah,
Either you're too busy to be
no
bothered.
No blinker.
No blinker.
No blinker. I never had a blinker.
Wow, she never, and it's not a turn only lane
that's
either.
Right. There was no blinker here.
Jules.
Yeah, she's needless to say, she's doing
lanes going away causes her to wait until the lane dies, and then she gets over. No flashers over
she's
here.
She's wanting to go, baby. She's wanting to go. She's already got
65.
Baby.
Get out of my way. We're going.
Get the hell out of the way, BMW. You're slowing up progress. Whoa, go, Jules, go.
Well, now get all the way into your lane, Jules. If you're going to get over, get over.
Yeah.
He waited too long.
That'll teach him.
He put on his turn signal there at the end, but it was like...
I know what Jules thinks about turn signals. Don't like them, don't use them. No need for them, baby.
Right. But look, Nitsa, we don't want you looking at our video and doing anything. Just stay away from me and my Tesla.
Yeah.
I haven't had anybody comment on today's title, which I thought was a little strong for me. Leave my Tesla alone. I just want to run my beta code, and I don't need nobody sticking their business in it. Sometimes I do wish I could talk to somebody at Tesla a little bit more about something that happened, but I don't want to be talking to Nitsa about it.
Confirm lane change. What's this say?
To follow route. Yeah, she's trying to tell you up here at 300 it's a split, and you want to go left.
Yeah, but she ought to know. Did we lose our navigation? Oh, we lost our navigation.
No, we didn't. It's still down there.
Oh, yeah, okay, there it is. Well, I would have expected her to know all that.
I just allowed my breath out, you know, like a nervous parent over here. I'll be back in a minute at the next
excitement
near calamity. It's a 300 split. You either go to the beach, you go to the right, I-40 east, or you stay on the belt line here going to the left. But that's the construction zone I was talking about. We could have come from the beach direction up that way, but it's 12 miles of pure construction nightmare.
Yeah.
So it's not scenic and it's longer and it's narrower, so I would never go that route right now. Maybe it'd be nice once it gets opened up.
Right.
Yeah, like right now we're headed due north, but it says we're on 440 west because it's a circle and it will eventually be going west, but right now it's not going west. It's kind of funny. We have lots of humor around town about how they have this belt line labeled. I mean, it's not like other cities don't have inner circles around the city and inner and outer ones. It's not a new concept here. If we were headed to Rocky Mount, we'd be going to the right. This exit 14, we'd be taking it.
So she wants to get over, so I'm telling her to go.
Yeah, there's nobody there, so she wants to get out of the passing lane or whatever.
So that's really kind of...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
well, she wants you to get off at exit 13B for Nightdale in 1 mile. That's why she got you over. You're getting off at the next exit.
Right.
See, Don needs somebody to read the screen for him because the font's not big enough and he can't read it. Plus, he's supposed to have his eye on the road, which... if the car is really driving for him, then, you know, he doesn't really need to know anyway, but... And I guess, too, in all fairness to Don, I have the sound turned off. It probably would help him out a lot if I'd let him hear. Well, if it would say it one time, or maybe twice, but sometimes the Google Maps thing, it says it like 5 or 6 times, and I'm like... yeah, unless me missing the exit is going to take me, you know, 15 miles out of my way, I probably don't need... a whole bunch of warnings about the exit. Just notify me once a mile in advance, and then again right when I'm supposed to be taking it, and that's good enough.
Okay, here we're going to take this exit.
Yeah, we're taking
all right,
business.
So she did good on the turn
on
signal
the turn
there.
signal that time. The turn signal is activated.
And this is a free flowing right. You're not supposed to stop.
Right.
They've carved out or added a lane.
But just to let you know, in 0.2 miles, you're making a left.
So I got to get over.
So you got to get over immediately.
Right.
And I don't know that she's going to be very good at helping you do that without you intentionally putting on the turn signal.
Is this it or the next one?
This is it. I'm confirming that we are in the right lane.
Yeah.
200 feet.
Yeah, she would have. I'm going to go out on a limb. She would have ended up in that situation. She often finds herself trying to make a left turn from the right lane.
Yeah, and Dawn got out of, to get her over. Well, that was asking a lot, 0.2 of a mile on a 3-lane road with a double left turn lane.
Right. Well, the other thing is I was going to say is I of course looked and saw that I had a nice window to make that maneuver, and I was running out of space here to get in this lane right here, so I just did it.
Yeah.
And she probably would have missed it, and if she wouldn't have sit up there and tried to make the left turn.
Now she's doing this corner, this curve, and she followed the dotted line just right.
Yeah.
Didn't infringe on the other lane or do anything.
Now there's a UPS truck sticking out just
0.8 of a mile. You're making a sharp, more than 90-degree right.
Now what is this thing with now? She's loving this right edge of the road.
Well, maybe because she knows she's making a right turn.
Right.
You're not as close as you think you are. You're not. Your wheel's not on the cement or anything.
Yeah. Well, she's not gonna be able to make it. So she's. Yeah. Well.
I don't know.
Well, the speed limit is 30 through
So
here.
we missed the right, but now we're making a different right?
I didn't. She was doing everything. I don't know what she missed or not. I was just watching the cars around me and saw the lane was ending, and so I was making sure.
Right. Well, in this day and age, missing a turn with the GPS just rerouting you is really not, to me, that's not a big. I would rather her miss the turn than do something stupid trying to make a turn she can't make. Right. So we're looking for Skycrest Drive.
Yeah, well, the speed limit
and 0.3 of a mile
is 30 miles, and we're doing 35.
Right. And I'm sure the person behind us is irritated.
Well, he's in a U-Haul, so he probably isn't quite as irritated as he normally would be.
This is probably 0.1 of a mile. So yeah, this is.
Oh, and this is a tricky right turn.
It is.
Well, for her, it's not your normal right turn.
Holy moly!
But we do have a green. We have a green light. We have a green.
She's thinking about it.
She's going to do it.
From the wrong lane, sort of.
Yeah, she didn't do a very good job.
I don't think that was paint.
But it wasn't terrible.
I don't think it was painted so bad.
All right, so 0.something miles.
0.6 of a mile left onto South Hall.
All right, so there's nobody coming.
So Google basically brought you a way that avoided you getting onto Capitol Boulevard. That's what's going on here. Because we're very close to Capitol Boulevard. Fun and exciting times. 0.4 of a mile, 0.3 of a mile, South Hall Road.
Yeah, that's probably this traffic light coming up here.
The traffic light is New Hope Road.
Okay, well.
And not South Hall.
Yeah, she doesn't know where she's going.
Well, she says it could just be this little left. Whoa! This is South Hall right here.
Come on, car. Come on, car.
Give it a little accelerator. Whoa!
Yeah, that was a little too tight.
A little too tight there. Sorry, I ducked the camera, but I tried to duck because she was awfully close to that car.
And now, of course, she's flying. That's 35. It's actually the speed limit on this road's faster than the other road we just turned off.
1.6 miles onto Buffalo Road.
Yeah, this was I don't know.
She's just trying to take you the shortest route instead of the smartest route, or the least turns, or the less problematic, or the higher speed. I think she just did that distance thing, and this was the shorter distance.
Right, because I think Google maps didn't want to go this way. I don't remember all these turns, and I didn't really look at it because the car navigated here without any use of any data from my phone.
Right.
Because I looked this up on the computer and I sent it to my phone, and with the intent of pulling it up in Google Maps on my phone and then sending that to the car, but I never did that. Marianne just typed in the address.
Of a mile to Buffalo Road. The SUV that just turned right in front of us had to be patient. Don't overturn it, Jules.
She did all.
Okay. I couldn't look. I was worried about the wheels and scraping them. I wasn't worried about safety. I was worried about the, you know, it's a double-edged sword in the Tesla. One is safety and two is the rims.
Yep.
There have been a few beta testers with damaged rims. So 0.6 of a mile onto an unnamed road, which must be the entrance to the park.
It's the right turn.
It's a right turn. She's gonna slow down to 35 for the curve.
Yep.
Maybe she'll at least slow down as much as the probably not real student driver in front of us.
Yeah.
And they don't have, oh, there's another Model Y in front of the SUV.
Yeah.
White, like Jules.
Yeah.
It was funny when I was at Whole Foods the other day and I got out and I said, hey, great looking wrap to the people that had the lime green wrap, and the woman that was with the gentleman, her wrap's purple on her car. And this was his.
This is it.
Yep, she coming on fast. And she said, I'm surprised you knew it was a wrap. And I'm like, well, Tesla only has 5 or 6 colors and I'm driving a Tesla. And they were like, oh. And they looked at it and went, I guess they were willing to agree it was a Tesla. That's funny. Just didn't recognize the Model X. When I pulled up, I should have automatically opened Ruby's wings.
Right.
As a friendly hello.
Okay, so I'm being very careful because we're not on a real road.
Right. Yep, this is the place I was with Johnny when he went swimming that time.
Right. The track's in the middle. There's the track
to our right.
Yeah. And there's the walking trail. There's
there's the parking lot for the track.
It looks like that's the entrance. I see it down there. So
yeah.
We'll go over here.
Okay. You want to park, Jules?
Yeah. So. Oh, that's right. Let Jules park. I don't have to do this.
These are parking spaces, Jules. You could.
There it is.
Gonna say you could offer to park. That took a little. Just hit the P.
Where?
Just the P. Shift to reverse.
Oh, shift to reverse.
Sorry. And start.
And start. Okay, thank you, sweetheart.
Yep, any one of these will do, sweetie.
Well,
you know, with all of that space, sweetheart, the fact that you have to pull up and then go back again, I'm a little...
Well, see, this is the thing is you probably need to pull, when this P pops up, don't slam on the brakes immediately. Probably let it go forward just a little bit more, and then because I think the only reason she messed up is because there was so little room from the rear bumper to the start of the white line she was trying to go in.
Right. Well, she puts it in the space great.
She did.
You know, and you're willing to let her do that because there's nobody waiting on us. But if there was somebody waiting, you would have wished she would have done that a little more smooth. So there's Jules across the track. It's very windy. We decided to take this downhill portion of the walking trail because we want to get out of the wind. What Don's trying to do is get warmed up some before he does this run. You know, you don't want to go all out and not be warmed up. Although, warm today is a little bit of a... I don't know how warm we're going to get. Well, it is a little bit more wind blocked down here than it was up there, so that's good. I already had close to 2,000 steps today before we came out, because every time, you know, Don has been running back and forth to the garage refrigerator for me a lot. If I'm willing to cook, he's willing to run the gauntlet to the garage. But I was in and out actually a lot today because he was doing other things, and exercise is good, and I pet kitties on the head and take kitty pictures, and I'm just trying to say it's like this whole extra exercise program with having to run back and forth to the garage so many times. Well, I do like this trail, but they need a couple benches and they need a couple of trash cans. And this is plenty wide enough for the guy that does the maintenance around the park to bring his golf cart so he can collect the trash like the guys in Fuquay do. Well, I bet this is pretty in the summer. There's like a little creek or something that runs in there, water stuff. I guess it's a little low right now, but that's the water. I can see some places where it's deeper, and it's pretty. Well, Don said there'd be plenty of walking over here. Okay, well, I stand corrected. Here's a bench, although I don't see a trash can. You gotta put a trash can out. And the guys just come out in their little golf carts. It's not like I'm expecting them, because see here, there's trash on the ground. And would it have maybe gone in a trash can? Hard to say, but oh wow, Donnie, look at this. This is very nice. I don't know how far you want me to walk or where you want me to walk, but I'm checking out the boardwalk area. See? Very pretty. Water spot. Yeah, well, I like this little boardwalk. Very nice. Well, Pokemon Go showed me that there was just a little turnaround here at the end. All right, Eagle Scouts, we need a bench over here. Pretty cool though. I'm sure at the right time of year, coming out here with your camera equipment is pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, the water gets up pretty high. You can tell by the way all these things are leaning over.
Yeah.
This gets submerged.
Well, they've made it so that the water will drain off underneath that little lip on the edge there, too.
Absolutely.
We turned around and we're headed back the direction we came in. I told Don as long as we walk at least, 30 minutes to complete my exercise ring today, that would be good. Besides, like, we don't want to walk up in the parking lot area, although it is a real trail still. Because it's windier up there. I'll be watching Dawn for 12 minutes go around the track standing in the wind. It'll be good. I guess there's nothing to keep me from walking the track while he runs the track.
Yeah, that's true.
I can just keep walking. I don't have to stand in one spot. And you can lap me a few times.
Hopefully.
Well, it's a quarter of a mile the track one time around. How?
It's a 400-meter track.
What's that mean? Translate.
4 laps is a little over a mile.
Okay. Yeah, so in 12 minutes you would be hoping to go around 4 times.
Yeah, I would hope that I'm going to get at least 4 times.
That would be good. That would be a good goal to shoot for.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should be able to get that.
He's getting ready. He's got his legs showing.
Yeah.
Your laces look good.
Yeah. Okay. Me.
He's carrying his phone because carrying the watch didn't. He needs something that's loud enough that he can hear that it's time to stop, and the phone will do that.
All right, here we go. I'm going to click start running, but we're not going to use the Fit app as my baseline. That'll just calculate the...
Going to use the Fitbit.
I'm going to use the timer on the phone, the countdown timer.
Okay.
All right, so I'm starting the running app, and I'm going over to the timer.
Uh-huh.
The timer is set for 12 minutes.
All right. Go, Donnie, go.
All right, here we go. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
go.
Remember, this is supposed to be as fast as he can possibly go in the 12 minutes. Oh no, he dropped his phone. You gotta start over again? Yeah. That's no fair. Poor Donnie. All right, he said he was trying to slip his phone in his pocket when it fell.
Right, I've ran, although I don't usually run that hard with these
shorts.
But
you've run with them with your phone in there.
Never fell out
yeah,
before.
yeah, it was just a transitioning.
Yeah, it was, well, my hands are a little cold.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go, one more time. Hang on. sorry. I'm going to stop the Fitbit at 2.
You do what you need to do. Just relax.
Yeah, because it's been running for a minute 12. Because it will give me an accurate distance. The time won't be accurate, but the distance on that thing could be accurate because this GPS.
Right.
Okay, so I've started the running. I'm going back to the timer. Nobody's. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! It's counting.
Go, Donnie, go. Looking good. So my instructions were just don't walk the inside lane. And he wants to be in the inside lane. Any other place out here I want to walk is good. I can handle those instructions. I'll record him. That'll make him feel like he really needs to keep up his speed for you guys, right? Go, Donnie, go!
Started off too quick.
Yeah. You look like you're doing pretty good pace. Faster than I can do it. Haven't been keeping an eye on the clock. I probably should have started a 12-minute timer too. Go, Donnie, go. Come on, Donnie, keep it up. You can do it.
Yeah.
I think the 12 minutes basically ran out. Hey, Donnie.
Hey, just a little over 4 laps.
Okay, I didn't count good, so I'm glad to hear that. I thought you were a little over 3 laps.
Oh God, I hope not.
No, I'm sure you were a little
God,
over.
don't do that to
No,
me.
no.
So
I see the little
the number
white.
2 lane, the number 3 lane.
Yeah.
I'm just a few, maybe a meter.
Well, there's that big line behind you.
And a big line behind me. So the number 2 starting spot, the number those are marked, those are well known, and then like you said, that line right there. So I would say I'm let's say 1.5 meters, 4 feet before that. That's, you know, draw it to the center. So, and then I'm probably a good, I don't know, at least 8 feet from here to that line. There is a little paint mark right there.
Right there also. Yeah,
I just don't know what that mark represents.
is for. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that's the best I can.
So let's just say that that's 6 additional feet from that big white line.
2 meters. 2 to 3
Yeah,
meters.
2 to 3 meters.
Yeah. So I guess you could argue. Anyway, here's the number 1. I forget, you know, when you do like.
So this is the second number 1. There's
Right.
the one. Well, no, yeah, you started out a number 1, and this is the one on the next coming curve.
The next before you get to the straightaway.
Right. And so then this would add what to it?
I think that's every 20 meters.
Right. Was it 10 meters from where 1 starts?
Well, over there on the straightaway, they were marked every 10 meters.
Yeah.
But then when you get into the curves, I think they only marked them every 20.
You want me to stay here or you?
No, we're good.
Okay. I'm going to take a picture, help our recollection.
GPS said I went 1.15 miles.
Okay. Well, the phone GPS has been pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate, yeah.
And we'll be able to look at the Fitbit app too, because your Fitbit on your arm should have known how far you went also.
My run.
Well, Don had it on autopilot, the beta, but the windshield wipers started going crazy because we're going into the sun, and it will not let you turn them off when it's operational because it thinks it needs them and it's required. So Don's just having to drive the car, Donnie.
Can you believe that?
Don may be having a little more fun driving the car himself. You actually took off like you meant it a few times. I'm not used to it.
Well, you know, the self-driving, first of all, I'm going to be very, you know, it's, you know, I've noticed this improvement, but Yeah, I tend to probably drive quicker.
Scoot along, Don is scooting along.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm a little bit more nimble in my driving than it's because I drive that Scion all those years.
Right.
That little thing makes you nimble.
There's downtown. Coming back around the south side of the city now. Oh my goodness. We're so lucky Dawn has a birthday today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
At least she didn't put the 65 on there.
But I got a 65.
All right. So we're going to sing happy
Yep,
birthday.
happy birthday to you.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Donnie. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Woo!
Where's the knife?
I sure did light those candles.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing I didn't put them on there because I'd have misspelled birthday.
But you know what? I think you'd have been smart enough to lift from the carton and keep them in order.
Yeah, that's what I would. Let's go with that.
So, you going to tell us how you did on the Cooper test?
I wanted some comfort food because I did all that and I was only just average.
Oh, you're not average in my eyes ever. There's just no way.
Yeah, well, I did 1,706 meters, which is almost 4¼ laps of the 400 meter and track, and 4 laps starts the average. You finish anywhere on the 4th lap, you're average. If you go 5 laps, you're above average. If you can make 6 laps, you're excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I'm just average, but that makes me feel a little better because I felt like I started too fast, and I kind of messed myself up. It was cold, but I can tell you there is no possible way I probably could have completed that 5th lap. In other words,
right, you wouldn't have moved up
I
to
wouldn't have
the
moved
above average.
right. So
Yeah.
I was well into the average. In other words, the average started at 1,600 meters, and I did 1,700. And 2,000.
You'd have had to do over 2,000
I
meters.
would have had to do over 2,000 meters to go up a notch. So, a little disappointing, but hey, I got comfort food, so it's not too bad.